I'm Nick Bowes. I'm Chief Exec of Centre for London. Centre for London is London's think tank, and we are grappling with the big public policy challenges that are facing the city. Our current chair, Liz Peace, is approaching the end of her term in office, and we're starting the process of finding a successor. I'm joined today by Liz so that we can hear more from her about her time as chair. Liz, thanks for joining me. And perhaps you could tell us a little bit about what being chair of trustees at Centre for London involves and why you took on the role.
Okay, thanks very much, Nick. Well, if you're chair of a board of trustees, you have some very big fiduciary duties. That's the first most important thing. Centre for London is a charity. The board has to make sure it's properly governed. It's not going to go bankrupt. It's looking after its money. It's got the right it's got a strategy, which it's then working to. And it's the chair's role to make sure that the board keeps a very, very close eye on all those things. That makes it sound a bit boring. And I hasten to add, it is not boring, because in addition to all that, the chair can get really as much involved as he or she wants to in what the Centre for London is actually doing. And that's been part of the attraction. Indeed, that was one of the reasons I took on the role in the first place. I'm deeply interested in London. I've worked in London for many, many years, even though it's not my hometown. I think it's hugely important. It's a great city and it needs somebody to do some thinking on its behalf. That's what the Centre for London does, and that's what I got very involved in as chair.
Thanks, Liz. That's really helpful. And during your time as chair, what do you think you've enjoyed most about being chair of Centre for London?
Well, I think actually it's been the people more than anything. The Centre for London has a very, very young, bright team of people, chief executive excluded, of course. But they're really great people to work with. They're fizzing with ideas. It really keeps you on the ball, hearing what they've got to say, what they've been doing, how they go about doing it. That's the team actually in the office. Then, of course, there are the fellow trustees, and they're a terrific bunch as well. I mean, when you look at the range of people we managed to attract to the Centre for London, I think it's quite incredible. And I've learned such a lot from listening to them. So it really is about the people. But then I think it's also this idea of being able to make a difference. We will we'll do research, we'll write reports, and then we try and promote those as much as possible, and seeing then how policy changes in reaction to that. So we really had an effect. That's what makes it all worthwhile.
And what kind of change do you think Centre for London can make for the city?
Well, I think we've already made a lot of changes, simply in the way the city is organised, in the way transport is organised, in the things that the GLA and the mayor looks at. I think going into the future, we've got some really big challenges in London. And of course, we've been doing a lot of thinking around that. I think the area where we are going to have to focus on is frankly, talking up London. Because at the moment, faced with the government's levelling up agenda, I think there seems to be a feeling that somehow London doesn't matter. London can look after itself. That is absolutely not the case. There are a lot of things in London that we really do need to spend time looking at. So I think that's going to be an absolutely huge part of the agenda as we move forward. I think the second point is about making London a more equal and fairer city, so that everybody in London, whoever they are, wherever they come from, whatever their status, their ethnicity, sex, disability, or whatever, can actually enjoy London to the full. When you think about that, that could be a massive agenda, or it is a massive agenda, and somewhere where I think the Centre for London will have a huge amount to offer in terms of making suggestions, making recommendations, putting forward policies that we hope we can then get adopted.
Thanks, Liz. Thanks for those insights. That's really helpful. Thanks for sparing time to talk to us today. For those of you who are interested in the role, please do go to our website, www.centreforlondon.org, where you can find more details on the role and also about the application process. Thanks, Liz.